So from promotion to during the event itself and then after the event. So here's the thing. I hope I hope it makes sense to what a webinar is. I hope that I hope we kind of cleared up what a webinar is. It's an opportunity for you to sell in your events, to sell your products or services, your jewelry, whatever you may have. It can work for both physical goods. It can work for obviously information products. It works for everything. Okay. Now, generally, what I do, if I have a list, if I have people on my list, okay, I have subscribers, I will start promoting my webinar 3 to 4 days in advance. That's generally when I'll start the promotion process of my particular event. I'll send an email to my list saying, hey guys, we're going to be doing this event. It's all about X, Y, and Z. It's happening on Thursday, April 17th. Come on through. It's going to be good stuff. Register today. You know, we're maybe only taking a certain amount of people on the event itself, right? And it's what I'm going to share with you. You're obviously the webinar, and Dennis did this yesterday. He did a very good actual registration page video. That video could be used as a promo video for your webinar. That's what you send out 4 days in advance. Right? Now, some people do it 2 weeks in advance. Some people do it 1 week. I say 4 days because if they register 2 weeks in advance, sometimes they forget that they registered, right? Even if you do a follow-up email, they're like, oh, I didn't realize that I even registered for that. So what I tend to do is keep the buzz going. I start my promotion of my event 4 days in advance, okay? And this is the monetization stuff. Does anybody online have any questions about this monetization or what a webinar is?
We may see that, but not as yet.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure that that's making sense to the online people. I know everybody in this room understand it, but the online audience may not quite get that. So I just want to make sure you understand. A live event that we've been talking about thus far for the last couple days have been about using live events to build in leads and build a community. But what I'm talking about today is how you can use webinars, which is another version of a live event, to actually monetize and bring in sales. That's what today is all about. So generally speaking, I like to promote 3 to 4 days in advance. Excuse me. So I have a list. I send out my email 3 to 4 days in advance, 2 days before the webinar, 1 day before the webinar. Okay, these are reminders that will either go out to the people who have registered, or these are emails that I will send out to people who have not registered. Either way, I either remind the people who have registered or tell the people who have not registered still about this event that's happening. So 2 days before, 1 day before the event, so 24 hours before the event itself. And then what I tend to do is go 1 hour prior to the event. I have an email that goes out saying, hey, the event is starting in an hour. Come on through, either to the people to register, or I send them the notification out to the people who have registered, so they attend. What generally happens, you'll find, with a webinar is that usually 33% of the people who register attend the event itself. Now, here's the cool thing, is that, excuse me, this cough is still there. I don't know why. So here's the thing. You can improve that with certain strategies and steps. One strategy is potentially sending an email out after the event has started. I do that all the time. I go into my autoresponder, go into my email provider, and I will schedule an email to go out 5 minutes to 10 minutes after the event has started, saying, hey, we've already started. This is good stuff. Look at what we've just shared already. Have a quote already up there maybe, right? Have maybe a quote from somebody watching, maybe a comment like, whoa, that blew my mind, 10 minutes later, and send that out to the people who didn't register. So they're like, oh man, well, I'm missing out. Why don't I come in and watch this? That will bring more attendees into your event itself. I'm also going to share with you ways that you can bring in viral traffic to the events as well. So that will help with attendance, right? I'm going to share that with you when we go into Easy Webinar, so you can kind of see how you can do that on the thank you page. I shared a little bit about that yesterday by incentivizing people to share news of an event by offering a free gift. Remember I said that? So we're going to go explore that a bit deeper. Promote that, create a promo trailer. So that can be obviously, excuse me, hosted on YouTube and promoted everywhere. You would have that trailer on your registration page. That helps with bringing people in. I tend to find that I like to have a video on my registration page. I think it just works well. I think it connects with someone right away. It gives them that personality. They get to know who I am, what I'm about, and I start building that rapport before I even sell to them. And that's the idea. That we mentioned this in previous sessions. The idea is that you want to build up that engagement and that rapport prior to even selling to them in the first place. Because by doing so, the selling becomes a lot easier, right? Give them a free gift, something consumable. Don't give them a book that's 500 pages, because then they won't even attend your event because they're like, well, I got this book. I got to read this whole thing? I'm not going to come to his event. I got this book to read. So give them something consumable, maybe a video. Give them access to a second video that helps in nurturing and almost selling for you even before the event starts.